everybody, it's Chris and I'm back to do another project with you today. Today we're actually working on a cradled wood panel and I am super excited to do this today. I've had this panel for a little while now and just kind of trying to decide what to do with it. Today we're going to do a Dutch pour inspired by Canela. And I've actually used her recipe to mix up my paints and I'll share that with you in the proportions that I use today. So these are the colors that we're going to use in today's pour. This first one is Ultramarine Violet, and it's a Amsterdam acrylic paint. The next one is Deep Magenta, and it is an Artist Loft paint. This first paint is actually an opaque paint. This one is translucent. The other color that we're going to use is one of my favorites, Prism Violet from Liquitex Basics. This also is opaque. Or excuse me, that one is translucent. And then the bright aqua green is an opaque paint. So I kind of have these laid out how I want to pour them onto the board. And the way that I mixed my paints, I actually used a scale to measure everything out so that it would be accurate. But I put 20 grams of paint in, 40 grams of strained Floetrol, and then 15 grams of water. And this is the consistency that I have with these paints. So it's a little bit kind of thinner, but I'm not, generally when I do a Dutch pour, I usually put white paint on and blow that over the color and then blow it out. But today we're just gonna put the white paint down, put the color on just like Canela does, and then we're gonna blow it out and not put the white over it. So I've not tried one in this particular manner, so we'll see how this goes. This is my Artist Loft Flow Acrylic White. And oh, let me show you what I've done to prep the panel. So this panel I purchased from Counterculture DIY. I'll put a link to their hardboard panels in the description of the video. They are really a great value. And these are the deep canvas that I really love. Here's the back side of it. So what I did was I used the 3M painter's tape, and this is the edge lock. So it's the blue painter's tape, and it actually says edge lock on the side of the roll. But this, what it does is it locks it in so that the paint doesn't seep under it. So I taped all the way around it, and I also put masking tape down first. So you can kind of see where it's kind of tan. I put masking tape first just to protect the wood, and then I put my blue painter's tape, and I put that just below. This is kind of like the top of the panel itself. I put that just below. So this will be white here on this very top edge, and then the rest of it will stay natural wood. And I may end up, I haven't decided yet if I'll stain that when I get done. We'll see how it all turns out, but haven't quite decided how I want to do that yet. And I just want to pull this down and make sure that I've got you in view so that you can see as much of it as possible. Kind of trying a different angle on my camera so that I don't get glare from my lights, and hopefully you have a really good view. So I'm hoping that that works out well. This is actually a 20 by 20 cradled wood panel that we're working on. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put down a layer of my white paint. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover the panel here, and I'm gonna fast forward through this part so you don't have to watch it. And then we'll pop back when it's time to start pouring. All right, guys, I've got my white smoothed out pretty well. I've got the edges of my panel covered with the white where I want it to be white. Next thing we're gonna do is to start putting some paint down. So I think I'm gonna do kind of a diagonal pour, and just gonna start down here on the bottom. And we'll see what we get. So that was the aqua green. Next is the Prism Violet. And then we'll do the Deep Magenta. and the Ultramarine Violet. And I'm kind of trying to kind of vary where my paints are going a little bit. I think I'm gonna put just a tiny bit more of this aqua green just because it is on the bottom and I wanna make sure that it comes through on the top. All right, guys, let's see how this turns out. All right, I'm gonna use my blow dryer to blow it. So this is gonna be kind of loud and I'll try to mute it down a little bit on the video. So let's see what we get here. All right, definitely has some really cool cells going on here. And I like that all of the colors are showing up even after we blew it. I'm gonna go ahead and torch it and see if we get anything else that pops up, so hold tight. Yeah, that's definitely bringing some more stuff out in the paint here. And then I think I want to use my straw and see if I can blow a little bit of this paint out a little bit further than what the hairdryer did. Okay, just gonna torch one more time and see if I get anything else to pop up here. All right, there we go. I think that turned out really cool. There's even some more stuff that's popping up here. So I think this is gonna continue to change. I'll go ahead and take some close-ups and put it at the end of the video so that you can kind of see the overall picture. Hopefully you were able to see better with this particular angle on the camera. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you so much for watching today. And if you haven't already liked and subscribed, please do so. Thanks again, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.